Please like and subscribe if you want me to continue this advocacy. Thank you for not skipping the ads. Meanwhile, I will be launching a new feature episode in Katribo Studio Zone. So, make sure to click that notification bell to be updated. Okay? For our topic, that one opportunity you need to grab during climate change disaster is still very timely because of the flash floods and landslides incidents that happened in Davao del Norte, Davao de Oro, and Davao Oriental. So what do you think is the one and only opportunity? Please comment down below. What is that you think that one and only opportunity to grab during climate change disaster? So please comment down below. Okay? Kumusta man din ha? Okay. Before I reveal the only and best opportunity during climate change disaster, let us talk about the reasons why people consider this situation a threat rather than an opportunity. Number one, fear of loss. People tend to be afraid to lose not only the material things they have invested or accumulated, but also their family members, right? You know, fear is real. Fear is really present. And this fear happens during these times, no? So, of course, there are a lot of stories in accumulating or investing a lot of things. So sometimes we get attached to it and we fear. And basically also the family members, especially if you saw that bridge that has fallen in Kapalong, when there were some children that was who went with the the hanging bridge. So if you were a parent watching that and one of your children is there, how would you feel it? See, fear is evident, and even us, even watching that video there at Facebook, we are also greatly affected. Then number two is anxious of what could happen. People may be anticipating loss of income. Of course, when you're a farmer, you're a fisherman, when you depend on your daily income, on the harvest, on the catch. So there is also that being anxious, no, the feeling of anxiety overpowering us because of the loss of income. Because when there's a loss of income, there is no opportunity, especially our daily needs, the food, the basic needs. So that is also one thing that happens to us. The number three is, of course, people prioritize their own survival. Though survival is our basic human nature, it can also ignite selfishness. That is by looting that happens even in the actual distribution of relief goods. You know, these people fall in line and then they have to go back again and fall in line and fall in line and all these things, no? In even overtaking those who are in need. So there is also that ano pa, strong, no, for survival, but we only think about ourselves. And this happens during disaster and calamity operations. Even in simple activities during the distribution of ayuda, you can remember people who are not even included would really insist to be included. So this is also something that is real and happening. Then number four is fear to start over again. You will think, what if I lose everything? Can I start from scratch? Have you experienced that? Even those who lose their job? Because sometimes, no work, no pay. And when calamity happens, the shops are closed, the stores are closed. So when you lose that one, you have to start again. And that is something that hinders us also, and affects us very much. Number five is frustration to government or to the duty bearers. Those are responsible in the dispensation and delivery of services. You see, people will expect government and even politicians to be like superheroes to save them. No, they would even say na, because you are there, so you have to complete, no, to complete the services, even those who have been given, no, by some volunteers or organizations or individuals who share what they have, their food or anything that they have. Some other people would even complain and they would be expecting better. Jollibee, McDonald's, or even fast food that would be served to them. No, imagine this mentality that is being ano ba, evident in our communities. And I think majority of this that they says, you're the politicians, you have to provide all this stuff. So where will the politicians get the demands and the wants of these people during time of calamity? So when an area is declared that there is a calamity, that's the only time where the calamity funds will be released or approved, but it goes through a process also. Number 6 is it can trigger past traumas, disasters and calamities. People suffering from trauma tends to detach themselves from the situation. That is a natural, or sometimes the trauma response that in the past, these particular persons or individuals has already suffered trauma. So just for their own survival also, is that they will have to detach themselves, not to feel empathy on the situations because they're also suffering from traumas and they have not even been healed from those traumas. So meaning during disaster, people will link or will cling to the mentality or attitude of lack, walang-wala, WW, rather than what they have in their hands. So that is why they will have difficulty in finding opportunity amidst calamity. They would always have that lack. So, before I will proceed, let me know your thoughts, comments, down, your opinions, and your reactions about this episode. Is it a threat or a opportunity? This video will also be uploaded in our official Facebook, so please like and follow. Okay, so it's quite a serious topic, right? And sometimes the truth, we'd like also to cover ourselves from facing the truth. But this is one of the realities that is confronting us, and it's also worth talking about. Now, do you have the answers from my question? What is the only opportunity you need to grab during calamity? Again, what is the only opportunity you need to grab during calamity? Oh, Sarah, good morning. So, Sarah, what do you think, Sarah, is the only opportunity we can grab during calamity? I would like to hear your answer. No? Any answer from our viewers? Okay. So there can be a lot of opportunities during calamities such as infrastructure project, a new business concept like online, electronic commerce. What I am referring to is the opportunity that you have in your hands. This is the only opportunity that will give you substantial and long-term benefits. Clue number 1, anyone can do it. Clue number 2, it does not require money most of the time. Clue number 3, for you to receive it, you need to give it. Are you curious what it is? The answer is opportunity to serve. Service to humanity is an act anyone can do. It can be free of charge, untap assets that you have. Or for you to reap the benefits, you need to give it first. There are a lot of ways to serve, not just giving donations to the calamity victims. I will give some examples. Number one, when you see in your news feed or social media account relief operations seeking for donations, you can simply share the post and that's it. Opportunity to serve, right? So in just one click, no? Just share. Share the call for help. Number two, you can also volunteer your time to pack relief items, assist them during distribution. So we would really like to thank the MCKS Caring Heart Foundation and also the GMCKS Humanitarian Foundation for sending their goods, and also with the help of the Coast Guard in Santa Ana War packing for relief operations in Davao del Norte. So thank you, Attorney Mai Gipo of the Mindanao Pranic Healing Center, Attorney Neng, and also Felelu. We have there also the team of ano, Father Manny Cordenillo, and all the rest of the Mindanao Pranic Healing Centers who have volunteered together with the others and also who continue to pray and bless, no? So, yes, and there are a lot of areas where we can also uh, help in the packing of relief goods for distributions. And then number two, instead of donating your clothes, create a fund raising activity with your friends, to your friends and neighbors, and sell it to them, the items that you want to donate. And then it's easier to send GCash this time, money transfer rather than transporting goods. Because you see, when goods are delivered in the area, we need also to pay labor to carry and distribute, sometimes transportation in the area, no? So that is also an additional cost that will be handled in the relief operations. So it's good if there would be government vehicles, but sometimes we need, no? So, and even load, no? Load for the volunteers. So that GCash could really be a good help. So instead of clothes or items, you can send, no, to good organizations and good individuals working on relief operations. So there are a lot of ways to serve. So use your creativity. Maybe some of you will ask, Mami Lu, if I'm a victim of calamity, how can I serve? During the Typhoon Sendong, there was one guy that we observed so lonely, but he was there in the distribution and relief operations. So one of my friend, no, the late Viviano Bless, because the Pranic Healing Center also sent healers in the public stricken areas. So he tried to engage and also with that person. That person lost his wife and two children, and he saw them, no, perish in the flood. But he was there to help. No, and I was really touched ba. So that's why I saw him that there is a kind of deep pain that I saw in him. And I was expecting, volunteers there. But, he was really a victim at the same time. And we continue to bless that person. So, mga katribo, if we focus on the lack, we get luck. Now, ay, walang-wala. I have nothing to give. That kind of idea. So, nothing would really be coming to us. If we focus on blessings, we will have blessings. Anyone can serve. Yes, if we have hands, feet, and even, during the Pablo operations, the persons with disability of the Our Lady of Victory, they even help us pack the items, cook the food that we have to travel with the volunteers during the Typhoon Pablo operations. So some of them lack sight, some of them lack their hands or their feet or their mobility, but they are still being able to serve. So anyone can serve. My answer in that question or hesitation is the best service is prayer. Prayer is free. You can bless your family, right? The people around you, not just ask God to save you and help you during these trying times. Because sometimes we are also consumed with our own needs and our worries, but we have to count our blessings that we are still alive and free from danger and also the hazards that has to come to those families, especially the victims. So bless them. Bless Mother Earth. Because when you bless Mother Earth, you will also receive blessings. As it is said, you reap what you sow. So the fourth act of service is prayer and meditation. So we can just stay in our place wherever we are, and we can send our prayers and blessings. So just like the prayer, God bless the Philippines, our families, the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi, no, the meditation of twin hearts. So lastly, attitude of gratitude. Instead of focusing what has lost, find it in your heart to be grateful. It is not easy, but you can do it, and we can do it. Right? So that attitude, no, of pasalamat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever it is, time, effort, gesture of kindness, even people who listens to our stories, to our worries, to our anxieties. Let us be grateful. Not everything is added to, no, by material things. Sometimes we expect na material or financial will solve the problem. Okay? Thankful also. Now, let us remember those who had been kind to us. During these times, in the past, in the present, those who had been kind to us, let us remember to thank them and to pray for them. Yes, yes, and yes. So for your assignment, take a picture of your small act of service you did to a friend, a family member, and tag Ask Mamily on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. You can also scan my QR code to get the latest updates on my social media. Okay? So, it's a quite serious morning today. That ends our Ask Mamilo episode 21. That one opportunity you need to grab during climate change disaster. Always remember, serve, serve, serve in order to deserve. So I would like also to thank Master Faith Sawe of the Pranic Healing Foundation of the Philippines for her nurturing session this morning to us, especially those who had been doing service in different levels wherever we are.